So what's up, people, and welcome to the Mission 48 discussion of Spy Family. So Mission 48 came out yesterday, and as always I will leave a link to this mission on the publisher's official website, Manga Plus, which is being shown for free to the North American audience. So if you're interested, go take a look at it before they pull this mission back. Okay, so Mission 48 was a very enjoyable mission for me. It's actually somewhat an intermission between the fighting that we are seeing between Yor and the assassins, and we get to see a little bit of the story side catch up. What I really like about this is we really get to go in depth into the character of Yor once more with regards to her views of her family and of her position as an assassin. But of course, if you recall in chapter 47, Yor defeated that one assassin with the help of Anya, and the group is continuing to get away from the other assassins that are still trying to close in, and 48 continues with that, showing the other assassins trying to close in to that group. But if you recall, also Anya's played a pretty strong role in Mission 47, and what we see is a very cute scene of Anya getting very tired due to her efforts. And we reminisce back to some of the old days of Spy Family, where we saw scenes like this quite often, where Lloyd was taking care of Anya. And so it was a really nice reminder of just how wholesome Spy Family can be. But of course, the majority of the mission revolves around Yor and the events. And what we find is that Yor's boss has come back to meet with them. And we do find out just how strong this boss is. He is a no-nonsense person, and he does criticize Yor for not realizing that the knock on the door by the first assassin did not follow the protocols of the group that Yor is with. And so she should have known danger immediately. Now the boss continues to try to solve this situation, and he tells Yor what he will be doing, which is to basically go out and start assassinating the assassins before they get to Yor. And it is an interesting discussion that one of the clients with Shati asks the assassins that what they're about to do is to commit murder. And of course, Yor's boss goes back, "That's what we do. That's what we are. That's who you hired. Whether you like it or not, this is the job you asked us to do." And regardless of what the reasoning is, this is a job for the group. And as such, Yor's boss tells Yor, if you do not do your job properly, people will die. And that does bring Yor into the self-reflection part of this mission, where she's starting to wonder, once again, whether she should be continuing on as an assassin. One of the reasons is not for the family, but for the job itself. Because she is now worried about her life, that if she gets killed, that will affect Anya and Lloyd. She is now starting to fear for her life while she's doing her missions, and that does get in the way of being able to do her missions effectively. On the other side, if she does die, she understands that that will sadden both Lloyd and Anya. And so she's really starting to reflect what exactly is her purpose. What is it that she's trying to do, and should she continue to remain as an assassin? And this, of course, not only gives foresight to what you expect her to do in the future, but it does give you more depth into this character. Typically, when you see assassins in many of these manga or other stories, they are usually cold-hearted characters that only focus on the job, similar to what Yor's boss is. But of course, Yor is not like that. As good as she is with her job, she does have feelings, and because of that, they do conflict against her job in many times, as you see now. And so this does give more depth to the character, and it does give character growth into the story. And so although there is not much action in this chapter, it was a very interesting chapter for me to read. And it does give me some curiosity to see how Yor will move on, even beyond this particular mission. But in any case, that was the Mission 49 discussion for Spy Family. And I am looking forward to seeing how this mission will continue, because we do know that somewhere along the way, Lloyd will get involved. It is interesting that considering all of these assassins are on board, so far Lloyd has not realized this. Usually Lloyd is extremely perceptive, and he did notice that there are a lot of monitoring devices in the ship, which he is wondering why that is the case. But typically, Lloyd will immediately identify assassins right away. If Yor is the John Wick of the family, Lloyd is the Ethan Hunt. And typically, Lloyd, when he goes into a room, he will immediately sit down and know just how many enemy spies are in the room. So it is interesting that so far he has not realized this, and it may be because he is so engrossed in trying to keep Anya happy. But you know that something's going to come up in the future, and he is going to get involved. And that will probably help Yor determine how she's going to decide her future. But in any case, when chapter 50 comes up, I will bring up another video. I hope you join me at that time. And until then, happy manga reading. And as always, Jaya and Steve.